Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're embarking on this absolutely incredible journey into the natural world. I want you to just close your eyes for a second and picture a deeply peaceful forest. You know, in a place where survival rates are incredibly slim, something truly magical is waiting. Hidden away safely inside the hollow of an ancient tree, we're about to witness the literal miracle of life beginning. It's a story that starts with, well, incredible fragility, but ultimately, it teaches us some profoundly deep lessons about resilience. So let's jump right in. There's the saying that every morning in the wild marks the beginning of a new life. But the harsh reality is, not every life gets the chance to survive. It's a beautiful thought, right? But man, it carries some heavy weight. We're introduced to this tiny, fragile egg, just a small beak waiting to break through, in a world where danger is constantly looming. I mean, it's just waiting at every single moment. The stakes out here? They are absolutely through the roof. Okay, let's dive into this, because out here, the margin for error is razor thin. Literally, one single mistake could mean this little bird never even gets the chance to see the open sky. Think about the immense pressure on the parents for a second. Day and night, they have to carefully protect this nest. They're constantly searching for food, vigorously defending their home, and, quite literally, risking everything they have to keep their future chicks safe from that ever-present danger. After several days of this relentless, just exhausting guard duty, something remarkable starts to happen inside that quiet little hollow. We wait and we watch. And then, just a tiny movement appears inside the egg. It's so slight, actually, you'd probably miss it if you weren't looking super closely. The long days of waiting are finally starting to pay off. Then, a small beak taps against the inside of the shell. You can kind of feel the tension starting to build, right? Nobody can help it out. This tiny, delicate creature is using all of its newly formed strength entirely on its own. And this isn't some quick process, no. This marks the beginning of hours and hours of sheer determination from this unborn chick, literally fighting for its right to exist. The tapping just continues, again and again. Imagine the sheer physical exertion happening inside that tiny, cramped little space. It's a monumental effort. And finally, after all those hours of absolutely exhausting determination, the shell breaks open. A tiny chick, wet, completely exhausted, finally enters the world. Now, at this stage, this new life is totally 100% dependent. Its eyes remain completely closed to the world. Its body is just incredibly weak and fragile. The stark reality here? Survival without its parents is simply impossible right now. Every single day, those dedicated parents are making countless trips out into that dangerous forest. They're tirelessly searching for insects, digging out nutritious food hidden beneath the tree bark, and returning again and again to feed their hungry, helpless chick and just try to shield it from harm. But as the weeks pass, this stunning transformation unfolds. By week 1, soft feathers begin to insulate its tiny, bare body. By week 2, we hit a major milestone. Its eyes slowly open to take in its surroundings. And by week 3, for the very first time, this young bird actually looks beyond the edge of the nest. It's discovering this beautiful, massive world waiting just outside its wooden home. But listen, the forest is not only beautiful, it is completely full of danger. And that danger, it can arrive at any moment without a single warning. One day, the peacefulness of that ancient tree is totally shattered. A hungry snake is slowly, silently climbing up the trunk, heading straight toward the vulnerable nest. Suddenly, this heart-stopping struggle begins. Without a single second of hesitation, both parents launch themselves at the predator. They attack with absolutely incredible courage. Again and again, they're striking the snake with their sharp beaks. They are completely disregarding their own safety. They are risking their own lives in this desperate, chaotic struggle just to protect their baby from being consumed. And then, the intense struggle is over. The snake, totally battered and deterred by these fierce parents, finally retreats back down the tree. The whole forest kind of exhales. The little chick survives another day. And honestly, forged by this terrifying close call, the young bird just continues to grow stronger and much more capable. So now, the young bird begins actively preparing for its destiny. This brilliantly illustrates the whole process. First, stretching its wings, really feeling those muscles work. Then, balancing precariously on the edge of the nest, getting a feel for the wind. Next, it starts practicing small jumps, building up that confidence and coordination. Every single attempt, every flap of those wings brings it one step closer to the absolute greatest challenge of its life, the final leap. And then the day finally arrives. Standing at the very edge of the nest, it faces a genuinely terrifying choice. Far below lies the hard, unforgiving forest floor, but above stretches the massive, endless sky. The stakes could not possibly be higher here. For a brief, agonizing moment, fear just completely takes over. It stands there paralyzed by the overwhelming reality of what it actually has to do. The drop is massive, and the safety of that nest, that's literally all it has ever known. Then it takes the leap. It actually jumps. And, okay, at first it begins to fall. Gravity pulls it hard down toward the forest floor. But suddenly its instincts kick in. Its wings spread wide. The wind miraculously catches its feathers. It holds, it glides, and then it pushes up. The tiny chick takes its very first, triumphant, successful flight. Freedom. That helpless newborn we saw earlier, the one with closed eyes that depended entirely on its parents just to survive the day, it has completely transformed. It's become a free bird, soaring high above the forest, totally ready to begin its own incredible journey through the wild. See, this is so much more than just a story about a bird in a forest. It's a powerful reflection on what it actually takes to survive and thrive. True courage is moving forward even when the path seems impossible. That tiny bird staring down at the scary forest floor and choosing the sky instead, that is a massive lesson for all of us. Which leaves us with this final reminder. Every great achievement begins with courage, patience, and the determination to keep moving forward. That tiny bird chose the sky over the safety of the nest. Make sure you like and subscribe to Birdverse TV for more incredible documentaries like this one. But before you go, ask yourself, what impossible leap are you standing on the edge of today?